This Reptiles TV featured breeder spotlight is brought to you by ZooMed Labs, the leader in specialty reptile lighting, supplements, foods, and substrates for over 30 years. UVB producing lamps such as the Power Sun and Repti Sun are trusted by zoos, veterinarians, breeders, and hobbyists throughout the world. When it comes to the health of your reptile or amphibian, get serious. Get ZooMed.
Hi, I'm Aaron Joyce here at Wild Cargo shooting for Reptiles TV. Another wonderful episode. Today is brought to you by ZooMed. They have been gracious enough to send us a wonderful turtle tub kit. This is their aquatic turtle tub habitat kit. And they have really gone above and beyond here. The kit comes with your 36 by 18 by 16 inch deep turtle tub, a reptile lampstand, a Power Sun UVB and heat lamp, a mini deep dome lamp fixture, the 511 Turtle Clean canister filter, an 8-ounce Repti-Safe water conditioner, an 8-quart Eco-Earth substrate, an 8-quart forest floor substrate, a natural bush plant, ZooMed's all-natural aquatic turtle food, ZooMed's sun-dried red shrimp, and ZooMed's turtle bone. And last but not least is the ZooMed's Proper Care and Maintenance of Water Turtles book. So through the magic of television, we're going to take everything off our table here, put the turtle tubs down, and we're going to show you at home how you can set up an aquatic turtle habitat step by step. To keep things moving along, we'll show just a few highlights from how we assembled the lampstand and the mini deep dome lighting fixture with the Power Sun UVB 100 watt lamp. It was easy to do so by just following the included directions. Same thing for the 511 Turtle Clean canister filter. The process was very simple, and you'll see how nicely both items complement the turtle tub habitat. So we've got our empty turtle tub here from ZooMed. In the kit, they've sent us forest floor bedding and Eco-Earth. So we're going to put the Eco-Earth in first. They can bed in that, they can nest in that, and the forest floor is what you would find on the forest floor. Alright, so what you want to do here is just pour a good amount in there. You may use it all, you may not use it all, so it's just completely up to you. So if you are actually using this for turtle nesting and hatching, this will provide a perfect base for your turtle, which will stimulate his natural digging and burying of his eggs or her eggs. Here's the forest floor. Pour this on top. Once we got that in, we can always pour more. Make sure we're nice and secure all the way through. You can also mix a little bit of your Eco-Earth into this if you'd like. You can dig down inside of it and pull a little bit of it up. So he knows that it's down there, although they'll dig normally. And we come up to here, and we still have a little bit of a lip here. You can either leave that to keep this this forest floor out of your water a little bit, or you can fill it up if you're not so worried about that. Okay, so we've got our forest floor down, our Eco-Earth underneath, and we're going to take our bedding out here, and we are going to move on to the aquatic side of things. Here is your Repti-Safe, which is your water conditioner for all species of turtles, snakes, amphibians, hermit crabs, and arachnids. You want to make sure that you use the cleanest water possible. Reverse osmosis is great. Filtered water, spring water. Remember, when you're using distilled water from the store, that still has chemicals in it. So either spring water, filtered water. This is from our fish department. This is a filtered water system we have set up here. So once this is filled up, you can go ahead and dose it with your Repti-Safe here. Once that kicks on inside of your filter, it'll flow through your filter in your system, and you'll be ready to put any type of wildlife on there. Okay, so we're going to take our Turtle Clean 511 filter, and we are going to assemble that onto the unit here. This is the spray bar. Simply hangs in just like such. Suction cups right into the side. Nice, smooth, clean surface. You can go as level as you would like. You can angle this and turn this spray bar to where it shoots down into the water, up. You can shoot it back onto the wall itself so it flows. Remember, the aeration of your water is not done by an aerator forced into your water. You shouldn't be keeping too much livestock in here, so just your simple spray bar down into the water off the wall will circulate enough air and force it into the water, combining both air and water, giving your aquatic environment air, so your fish may live, your turtles will have a healthy environment. Okay, so here's the intake tube. The intake tube is just going to simply slide right over. You can go to this side or that side of it, however you want. You can have this running over here, wherever your tubing allows. If this tubing is not sufficient enough for you, your local pet store should be able to supply you with enough tubing to do whatever you would like. The instructions do say to make sure that your filter is level with your tank, not below it or above it. Okay, so now we've got our spray bar set up, our intake tube and our outflow tube gone, and we are going to fill our filter with water here. It's important to make sure your filter is filled with water, because if it's not filled with water, you can burn your head. Although most units out these days will tell you on there that they're made to run dry and do this and do that, it's still not a good idea just because it's a safety feature. Remember, it's a safety feature. Okay, so we've got our water inside of our filter. We're going to go ahead and put the fill cap top back on. Once we have that on there securely, just follow the instructions inscribed on the top, open and close. Once we have that on, you don't want to plug it in yet because you want to make sure your water unit is filled to where you want it at. So we're going to shove a little bit more water inside this tub here. Now, to make it a little bit easier for the turtles to climb in and out of the water, you have your swim area over here, and then they have a terraced water ramp here that comes up, and they can actually grip this with their claws and push with their back feet, and then when they go down, it doesn't have to be a kerplunk into the water. You can ensure that your turtle is going to get proper UVB. It's going to have a land base to dry itself out on. It's going to have a water basin to swim in. We must remember, even though a turtle is an aquatic species, it's still a reptile and needs to completely dry itself in order to maintain its regulation between dry, wet, helps funguses, helps different things back and forth. Last but not least, we're going to put in some decorative natural bush here from Zoomed. You can wet this right in the water and submerge the whole thing, won't hurt a thing. Lasts for years. Now what you want to make sure of is that you don't put something like this up here because your turtle will crawl directly out. Anything a turtle can crawl on, he will. So what you want to do is you want to come down into here, suction cup it on, and then it has a nice little spike on the back here. And this spike goes through that suction cup. Sometimes during shipping, this will come out of the suction cup and you'll find them separate in your bag. That goes right down into there. And you can take some of this, and for aesthetics, you can spread some on land and some out. And we're ready to go. What we're going to do here is we're going to turn on the system. We've got our light on. We're going to make sure that the hot spot is actually heated, and we're going to turn the filter on right now. Let's come over here. Here we go. Now, once this is plugged in, this may be slightly noisy at first. So what you want to do is you want to let the system run for just a couple hours to let the heat generate enough over here for the animals. Let the water get a nice filtration and the flow going to where everything in the system is ready to rock for your live animals. The turtle bone from Zoomed is a natural source for calcium supplementation in captivity. Naturally, turtles in the wild get their calcium from a variety of different sources, but in captivity, the turtle bone, which originates from the cuttlefish, is a very good source. You can either place it in the water, it will float, or you can place it on land. And the turtle will go up and take chunks and crunch it and do what he needs to. So we're just going to leave it floating in the water for right now as we get our turtles out. And once we've got here is a red belly slider and a yellow belly slider. You can see there's a slight difference. The yellow belly gets quite large though, and the red belly does not. Both are native sliders here in Florida, and as indicative of their name, they slide into the water. Once they're down there, they're quite happy. Most people do like to give turtles somewhat of a swimming area, although often than not, turtles need a sufficient swimming area. They do like to forage at the bottom, up on the sides of things, so this tub has actually given these turtles a very sufficient depth and area for them to swim. We've got our complete aquatic turtle setup going on here. Mercury lamp. We've got our turtle tub, water basin, filtration unit, landmass, decorations. You can also decorate more if you would like. So I'm going to adjust my spray bar here to give a little bit more aeration. Back on the wall, a little bit more. You can come up however you would like. Our turtles here seem to be enjoying this quite nicely. The red belly here, he's swimming about, and the yellow belly is up in here hiding. He's looking for some food or something, so let's let them adjust to their environment, and let's come back at them in a little while with some food. So that's it. Your aquatic habitat kit from ZooMed gives your turtles everything you need for happy and healthy herps living in your home. Sit back and enjoy.
This Reptiles TV featured Reader Spotlight was brought to you by ZooMed Labs.